Welcome back, floorball fans, to our final semifinal, or final quarterfinal of the day, between NTFA in white going left to right, and the U.S. women in blue going right to left. I know the scoreboard's wrong. I will get to it in a minute. Flying all alone on the balcony this afternoon. Hoping everyone will stick around at 7:30 and join us for a streamed live annual meeting of the Federation. And that Federation meeting will be really an explanation of what we're doing and a call for volunteers. There's a lot of opportunities we all have to work out and help the Federation grow the game in the United States. Women throw it to the corner. Matt Nunez from NTFA. And for example, one of the things that we need help with is production crew. Because right now, like I said, up here flying solo. NTFA throws it past in the corner. Centered, Takix. Dan Toretta. Adam Takix again. Back over to Matt Nunez at the point. Toretta. Yari Votalainen. Can't get it. Still has it. Control. Votalainen looking. Centers. Pass all the way through. Out to Nunez. Nunez over to Toretta. Toretta back to Nunez. Now we'll try to get the blocked by Jenny Hallstrom. I will try to get the names of the women because they have not been putting them in the computer with numbers, so I've got only my image that I've got from before. So I'll do my best. Diana Van Patten brings it up. Throws one to the corner. Angersteig over to get it. His sister Esther on defense. Shot. Save over. That'll stay NTFA. Diana Van Patten has it. Throws it out of bounds. Van Patten behind. Van Patten out to center. Over to Angersteig. Knocked away. Up to Landon Van Patten. Across. Monkey. Can't pull the trigger fast enough. Pass. Block. Landon Van Patten at center. Shot. Blocked. And sent down, and the women will get a clear and a change. NTFA has taken it all the way back. Brings it up. Takix. U.S. women holding it. I actually put them on the wrong side. Anna Van Herkie behind the net. Gives it to Esther Angerstieg. Ryan Folek throws it over the net for NTFA. Shot! Swept away by the U.S. women. Angerstieg over to Van Patten. Isaac Angerstieg down to the corner. Centered it. Blocked. Esther Angerstieg with the big block in front. And she's holding it. Sends it around back. NTFA recontrols it. Isaac comes in. Pass. Blocked by U.S. women. Landon Van Patten in the corner. And a shot and a score for NTFA. That was a really solid performance defensively by the U.S. women, trying to hold NTFA in check. And the women have it. Shot! Tipped and out. So 4:55 remaining in the first period. NTFA with a 1-0 lead over the U.S. women's national team. It'll stay with the women. Ethan Van Patten comes up with it. Feeds it out to NTFA. Women are being tough. Jenny Hallstrom. Shot. Deflected away. Number 24 is a resident of Boston. She's a financial analyst. She came over to the States 6 years ago and has taken advantage of the new sporting nationality declaration rule put in by IFF and has designated America and the United States of America as her sporting nationality. So she will be, hopefully, once the paperwork clears, joining the U.S. women this fall in Czechia. Esther Angerstieg for the women. Jen Kohler. Ethan throws all the way down to his brother Landon, and he buries the shot. Even before I could switch the camera down there. And NTFA leads 2-0 with 3:18 to go in the first. Hallstrom draws against Takix. Botalainen has it. Hallstrom on the move. On Toretta. Cascamella in the corner. Keskamola around the back. To Voutilainen. Back out to Keskamola. Voutilainen. Erie. Henry Keskamola. Tactics. No mustard on that. Missed on it a little bit. Jen Kohler staying with Adam Tactics. Knocks it away. Adam keeps it over to the boards. Nick Van Patten puts it in. Women to break out. Van Herky in the corner. And an advantage is called. Your referees for this game are Vince Faso and Joanna Owens. Thanks very much to our officials who've done so much work for us this week and have much more to do tomorrow. Isaac Angersey can't get control of it. NTFA looking for one more before halftime, before the period. Ryan Folick loses it to the women. Jenny Hallstrom. Nope, not Jenny, sorry. That's 24, it's 23. Isaac Angersteig, deflected. Brian Folick down to the Nick. Nick Van Patten, out of play. 41 seconds to go. And Isaac will inbound it from the, hit it in. Van Patten tries to turn it around. Landon for Isaac. Tapped away by Esther Angersteig. And Landon Van Patten throws it over the top. It'll be U.S. women's hit in. 11 seconds to go here in the first. The score, NTFA 2, the U.S. women's 0. We'll be back in 2 minutes, 1 minute, with the second period of this final quarterfinal of the day. And we're back. And the women did put their numbers in, so I'll be able to start calling the numbers and names of the U.S. women players. In the meantime, though, right now, women playing good defense. They're trailing NTFA 2-0. Darlow back. Lunky on the wall. Darlow playing defense on Takix. Voutilainen. Women are almost in a power play box here. Blocked by Hallstrom. Van Herky out. Toretta takes it back. Headmans it up. Ooh. Danger, danger, danger. As Darlow knocks it close. Truitt's in the net. Kohler will hit it in for the U.S. women. He plays it down. Centers it back over. Burkett. Kohler back to the front. Love it on defense. Kohler can't get there. Angersteig snipes it from her brother. Shot up. Ethan Van Patten with the save. Feeds it over to his dad, Nick. Lana Van Patten puts it over the wall. Bebu. Down to the far end. Matt Nunez gone. Nick Van Patten in the middle. Feeds to Landon. Back to Nick. Over to Nunez. Saved by Truitt. Ryan Folick with a nifty little move. Out to Angersteig. Nunez. Fans on it. Over to Van Patten. Van Patten. Loose ball. Izaka. Hallstrom. Hallstrom has it. Hallstrom throws it wide. Zaka knocks it out. It'll be NTFA ball in the corner. Takix on the wall. Back up to Keskamala. Toretta, shot. Off the side of the net. Voutilainen. Keskamala fans on it. Back to Toretta. Henry throws it over the boards. It'll go to the women. 8:24 remaining in the second period. U.S. women still trail 2-0. Van Herky up the boards. Love it. Down to the corner. We're going to have an obstruction call against Van Herky for that little rundown where she basically cut off Voutilainen. Seven and a half minutes to go in the second period. Shot by Folick. Bounces way up in the air and out. It'll stay with NTFA. Back out to center. Off the pipe. Van Patten rings the bell. Esther Angersteig. Van Patten, shot blocked. Shot again, blocked. And Lunke has to go back to get it. Van Patten in the center. Drops for Angersteig. And puts it up over the top on a Zorro. Nifty little move. NTFA takes a 3-goal lead with 6:47 to go in the second. I'd like to welcome everyone and remind you you're watching the 2025 U.S. National Championships. This is the final quarterfinal. This will be the last match of the day. Come back and join us at 7:30 Central for the Federation General Business Meeting, which will be conducted right here. Both to Layden. Out to Toretta. Toretta at center. Tescamala with the shot. Tactics wrapped around. Dropped for Nunez. Picked off by Darlow. Burns tries to get it, and NTFA knocks it out. It'll be women's ball. Darlow to inbound. Hallstrom. Hallstrom with the pick. Shot! U.S. women on the deflection. Burkett to inbound. Kohler behind. Voltalainen behind the net. And it's in the net, just like that. NTFA takes a 4-0 lead. 5 minutes to go in the second period. NTFA wins the draw. Shot! Score! Van Patten throws it over the right shoulder of Truitt. That's going to take it to a 5-goal lead. Mercy Rule doesn't kick in the second period until 7. And a spin move from Angersteig is in the back of the net. And just like that, NTFA has burst the floodgates, and the women are on their heels. It was a really defensively strong first period. Throw it with the save. NTFA is the defending national champions for a reason. Hallstrom. Van Patten takes it. Right off. Gives it to Nunez. Shot blocked. Angersteig. Back to Folick. Folick to Van Patten. Drew covers it up. And with 2:39 to go, the women have the ball again. Oh, and Angersteig tries a little poke check. Escamala back for Nunez. Nunez ahead for Van Patten. Angersteig shot. Blocked by Darlow. Angersteig dodges past, walks it in. Tries the wrap. Darlow got it. Folick takes it back. Drops it for Keskamala. Nunez whiffs. And Kohler dumps it for the women to get a change. Minute 16 left to go in the second period. Shot saved by Truitt. Right in the 5-hole. Van Herky behind. Ahead for Darlow. All the way down for Hallstrom. Here comes NTFA. And Voutilainen throws it high. With 15 seconds to go in the second. And a 6-goal lead. We'll see if the women want to take one more shot at it, or if they're going to be content to go to intermission. And they'll be content to go to intermission. 12 minutes to go. The score is NTFA 6, the U.S. Women 0. Back in a minute. Welcome back, floorball fans, for the final period of today's 2025 National Championships. We're in the final quarterfinal, the last quarterfinal, so to speak. And NTFA has a 6-goal lead on the U.S. women. Women have it down in the corner. Crossover. Burns in the corner. Back to Hallstrom. Hallstrom out. It'll be NTFA ball as Van Herky knocks it out. NTFA has it around back. Women on defense. Angersey gets his own player. Hallstrom playing aggressive defense. Back there, takes the ball away from Toretta. Toretta's pinned in the corner. Ultimately gets the free hit. Landon Van Patten will spot it. And off we go. Shot. Big save by Truitt. Coming back out. Love it. Loses it. That's Burkett. And Tactics with a sharp shot straight from the post. Puts it in the back of the net. That'll make it 7-0. Burkett hard on Matt Nunez. Cascamala. Goes to lane and takes it to the corner. Burkett knocks it down. Giving chase. Nunez. Shot. Van Patten. Feeds back to Cascamala. Blocked. Van Patten feeds it back to Tactics. Back to Van Patten. Or to Matt Nunez. Shot! And now the mercy rule kicks in. And the clock will continue to run. Thanks, AJ. .8:38 left in the match. NTFA 8. U.S. Women 0. Folick up along the boards. Plays catch with Van Patten. Shot. Blocked by Van Herky in front. Folick has it back. Back to center. Down to Folick. Folick centers it to Van Patten. Gives it back to Angersteig. Isaac walks it around. Shot blocked. Hallstrom comes off a foot. Out of reach. Back over to Lunke. Folick has it on the boards. Back out to Lunke. Van Herky goes behind. Picks it up. Lays it out. And TFA has it in the corner. Van Patten Crossing. Over high. This Keskamala misses high. Intercepted by Tactics. Votalainen has it. Takes it back up to center. Ben Patton. Back to Keskamala. Votalainen behind the net. For Keskamala. Drives to center. Rejected act. Knocked away by Toretta. Caught in a save by Truitt. Esther Angersteig. Bounces it off Henry Keskamala's leg. Down to half. Nick Van Patten keeps it. Back to half. Toretta. Walks it in. Taken away. But Toretta. Center it. Votalainen buries it. And NTFA extends their margin to 9. Will the women have to sit back and find a way to take a positive from this game? We are definitely looking for some positive news here for the women. NTFA being the best team in the country. This is at least as good as they'll face in Czechia this fall. Now, in fairness to the women, they don't have their full team here either. They're missing a good half of their roster. The European expat contingents that make up so much. Nunez ready to knock it in. Lunke ready to go. Knocked all the way down, and Nunez to go chase. He brings it all the way up and blocked by Anna Van Herky. Lunke. Blocked. Jen Kohler with the block. Angersig. Kohler blocks it again. Darlow kicks it to the corner. Lunke to Isaac. Back to Lunke. Saved by Truitt. Oh, look, hopping around like a madman, trying to give Euro a chance to throw something underneath, and the ball pops up and out, rolls over the top of Euro's stick, and NTFA will give it up with 3.5 to go. Once more, fans, in 30 minutes, we'll have the first annual Federation meeting here at Southwestern. The point will be to go over what the Federation has already done, ask for volunteers, and give a little bit of question and answer with the committee heads. NTFA coming back on a rush. We're going to try to stream it as well. We'll see how that goes. Votalainen has it down low. Van Patten over to Keskamala. And NTFA will retreat all the way back to get it. Center pass blocked by the women. NTFA just looking for a gap. And there's another shot as Keskamala takes the feed from Takix and puts it in behind Truitt. So less than 2 minutes to go. NTFA has opened the margin to 10. Fans game start tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the B gym. That game will not be broadcast. First broadcast tomorrow will be at 8:50. Good save by Van Patten. Hasn't been tested much today. Angerstick takes the rounds. Centers it. Blocked by Van Herky. Van Patten drops it. Good save by Truitt. Van Patten off the side of the net. And a Van Herky. Nunez to Angerstieg. Under 30 to go in this match. And Folick buries the shot from pass from Van Patten. And we're at 11, and that's probably going to do it unless we see they want to get, I guess they, they're letting it run now. They're going to let him have one shot. That's the end of the game with the final score. NTFA 11, U.S. Women 0. NTFA advances to the final semifinal, the last semifinal tomorrow. The whole schedule will be up on usafloorball.org later this evening. Until tomorrow at 8:50, this is Brian Radical signing off from Southwestern University in Georgetown, Texas. Join us in 30 minutes or 26 minutes for the first annual meeting of the association.